Welcome to Carver High School for tonight's region game between your Hewitt Trussville Huskies and the Carver Rams. We're about ready to get the captains out on the field. We got captains number 9, Luke Riddle, number 22, Peyton Palmer, and number 49 is Joseph Roberts. That'll be the captains for tonight's game. Hewitt's coming off a 37-0 win last week at Woodlawn, with a record 1-1 in the region, 1-2 overall. Carver Rams are 0-3 overall and 0-2 in the region.
Yeah, that was a pretty exciting game last week, Mark. See the Huskies take such a huge rebound like they did and come up with a win that they did. And it was just that more than anything else, we had a lot of running game coming from all.
You're right, Jason. Big running game last week.
Yeah, it was Peyton.
And one thing that really helped us out last week was field possession. Our first drive started, I think, around the 20. We started on like the 20, the 27, and somewhere else inside the 40. I can't remember exactly where, but at halftime, we only had about, I think, 60, 70 yards total offense, but had put a lot of points on the board. We only attempted and completed 2 passes last week, so definitely a running game. I probably expect to see a lot more of that tonight.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing to be able to see that. And then the other thing that I thought was pretty impressive was the defense being able to make the penetration that they were able to make on just about every play. They were reading everybody like it was no problem at all when it came to Woodlawn.
The defense spent a lot of time in the backfield last week, absolutely.
All right, our captains meet on the field now.
We mentioned Peyton Palmer is one of the captains. Peyton's the leading rusher this year for the Huskies. He had 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, that's correct, I believe. Okay, ref's instructing them right before the coin toss. Let them see the coin there. All right, we're going to let them choose. And it's called. The Huskies are, I think the ref said the Huskies are going to defer.
Hewitt Trussville won the toss. They deferred the choice to the second half. The Carver Rams elect to receive the kickoff first half, so we'll have TJ McGettigan lining up for the kickoff when we come back.
You're watching Husky TV. Come the Huskies. We're back live on Husky TV. This is the 4th game of the 2013 season. I'd like to welcome everybody for coming in and watching the show with us today. Looks to be a pretty exciting game. We're here at Carver Stadium. And the Huskies are coming in on a win from last week against Woodlawn, a 37-0 win. And tonight they're going to see whether or not if they can pull out a win against the Carver Rams on their own home turf.
And the Huskies will be kicking off first. So we'll be putting that defense on the field that's been very stiff all year, Jason. They're led by Deontay Wilson, safety. He has 38 solo tackles on the year.
Good grief. And, you know, it doesn't surprise me either. Deontay is everywhere at just about every moment when he's on the field. And with good reason. He likes to be there as a backup for his guys. If he can't be there to make the play, he's within a second and a half away from making it behind them.
And we also mentioned earlier before when we were having the coin toss about the penetration we got last week. And up front, leading that penetration, we have Chris Dixon. He has 6 sacks on the season.
Hey, Chris, it is always fun to watch Chris make those plays. Because, as like I said last week, I love to watch the celebration from him. And his spirit and his heart's in it, and you can tell.
Then on the middle of the defense and on the outside, we have 3 other players that have contributed a lot this year. Number 35, Foster, Hunter Reed, number 47, and number 49, Joseph Roberts. Foster has 27 tackles, and Hunter Reed and Joseph each have 24 tackles on the year so far.
Let's not forget Austin Weiser, number 99. There's kind of a tall force to be reckoned with right there.
And Austin Weiser, being one of the ends, had a big interception last game and a run back. So not only is he in on the tackles, but he got in on an interception last week. We got the kick returned out to about the 22-yard line. That's where Carver will take over.
That was a good takedown for the Huskies that time. Now we're going to see what the Carver Rams have for their first drive of the offensive, their offensive part of the first quarter here. And let's see how the Husky defense answers them.
Carver comes out in the shotgun. They're going to throw the ball first play. It's incomplete. Pass was intended for number 15 for Carver.
It looks like we had good pass coverage that time.
Good pursuit. We had a outside blitz coming in there. Hunter Moore was blitzing on the outside, put a little pressure, maybe made him get rid of that ball a little bit sooner than
it looks like he forced that ball out a little sooner than they anticipated, and then at the same time, really good pass coverage that time on that play.
Second down 10. Carver lined up on the 23-yard line. Rolling out again on the bootleg. Another pass, looking for number 7. He's got him enough for the first down.
It's complete and down the sideline, almost to the 40. I think they took him out at about the 38.
That's Deontay Hatter for the Carver Rams with the reception.
He had a good catch.
That'll move the change out to 35, first and 10. Carver going to the handoff, give to the outside. Played pretty good by the Huskies there, but they were able to pick up about 5.
Yeah, he was brought down by a host of Huskies there, pack of Huskies.
Looked like Carson Foster was in on that tackle, a middle linebacker.
And it looks like so far Carver's got a pretty aggressive little offense going right now.
They come back out in the gun with trips to the opposite side of the field of us. Got pressure coming on the outside, number 47. Pass was complete, and it's going to be enough for first down.
He was finally brought down after a couple of spin maneuvers there.
Hunter Reed came in untouched, but quarterback was able to get the ball off before Hunter got to him. And that picks up another Carver first down at midfield, be first and 10 Carver.
We're lining up at the 50-yard line here. Let's see what these two teams do with one another this time.
Husky still with a 3-man front. Little roll out to the other side, complete again. In on the tackle there is number 2, Deontay Wilson.
It's a good play by the offense that time. It's a good execution, a good pass.
Also there with Deontay was Caleb Briggs. Caleb Briggs, another defensive back that has an interception on the year.
Yeah,
right now, Carver seems to be moving the ball.
Yeah, they are doing it in chunks right now, and they're having a good aerial assault.
Now with the sweep. Nice move there by number 16 for Carver. That's Montego Morris Kennan. with a pickup there before he's forced out of bounds by a few Huskies. And for Carver, it moves the chains once again. So far, Carver's moving the sticks without even getting to a third down.
Yeah, they are steadily progressing down the field right now.
We've swapped to a 4-man front now. Another rollout pass. They're just doing the same play over and over, a little rollout pass. That's defended there by number 6, Jarrett Nelson. He brings him down inside the 10-yard line, actually right on the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10 for Carver. But so far, Jason, we've seen a few outside gives, but rollout passes on an out route has been the major game plan so far for Carver.
Yeah, they're seeing success with it. Can you blame them though? If you've got something working for you, then you keep working with it.
Keep going to that well until they stop it, I guess.
Exactly.
So we got the ball 1st and 10, really 1st and goal on the 10. Little counter play there, snuffed out by the Huskies for no gain.
Yeah, no gain that one.
Host of Huskies in on that tackle. Number 53 was in there for the Huskies. Second down and 10. Second down and goal from the 10 for Carver. Still in the shotgun. Little rollout pass. Let's see if they try that out route again.
They're going airborne.
A little bit high there. Defended on the play was number 47, Hunter Reed.
And that's a no-go.
3rd down, 10 from the 10. Chris Dixon checking out for the Huskies. Hunter Songer came in for the Huskies. Looks like we're lining up with 3 down. I would be looking for a little rollout pass here, I think. Nope, they're going to have an inside give.
Going straight
and he got a nice move there. He is stopped at the.
He's right at the goal line.
Foot line?
About a yard out.
I would not be surprised to see Carver go. I saw their kicker kicking up, during warm-ups, and he was having a little bit of trouble with the field goal. So let's see what they do here. So we got 4th down and goal from, I don't know what, 2-inch line here. Carver's going to burn a timeout.
Okay.
So with 8:31 on the clock, Carver has marched down the field about 3.5 minutes and has the ball resting inside the 1-yard line. We'll be right back on Husky TV.
The Hewitt Trussville Huskies would like to thank the following sponsors: Bryant Bank, Massey Stotzer Law Firm, First Baptist Church of Trussville, Complete Cleaners, Faith Community Fellowship, Amorex, America's First Credit Union, Leslie Law Firm, Trussville Chamber of Commerce, Courtesy Buick GMC, and Energy Systems Southeast. Again, thank you to the sponsors of the Hewitt Trussville Huskies.
Okay, we're back on Husky TV with the Carver Rams sitting on the 1-yard line ready to cross the threshold, so to speak. The Huskies backing up.
When we talked about that penetration last week, we were getting on Woodlawn. We need that right here.
Yeah, and that has not happened on this first drive.
Get a push up front. They're going to quarterback sneak it straight ahead, I bet. Nope, they're going to go with inside give, and we snuffed it out. He stopped at about the 1-yard line. That's about a loss of a yard. So,
and it looks like we've got a fumble with the Husky recovery.
The Huskies give up a long drive with several first downs, but no points on the board. So
Yeah, it almost looked like the Huskies were on roller skates this time with their defense. I mean, they're just, they're getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back with zero penetration into the backfield. So let's see what happens here on the turnover. And kind of makes you wonder, who they're going to bring in for the quarterback this time.
looks like Blake Bailey's coming out, the senior.
Okay. Let's see what Blake has got.
Peyton Palmer and number 20 Kyle Moore out there. Peyton Palmer's in the slot. Kyle's in the backfield right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of little quick out pass here. Now they're just going to move it forward, try to get some breathing room, and they get plenty of it. They made it all the way out to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup about 5 yards there.
Yeah. Now if we could keep that up. Okay,
now
Huskies
we got Kyle
lining
and
up.
Peyton Palmer both in the backfield. This ball's going to Peyton Palmer. Nope. Yep, Peyton Palmer up the middle with a nice spin move. He's going to have a first down.
Okay, picks up a couple more yards there.
Got DeMarcus Kelly, Riley Stokes, and Logan McAlpin in the game at receivers.
Let's see what happens this time on this particular play.
And Peyton Palmer lined up behind Blake Bailey. The give again to Palmer up the middle, and he's going to have about 4. Nope, he's got about 5.
I was about to say that should be a first down for the Huskies.
Well, we got first down on the last play. That was first and 10 there, so we got first and 5 now.
Oh, we got a flag on the play here. Let's see what the...
I was looking at the clock to see if it was delay a game because we were adjusting the helmet, but looks like they're going to flag us for a procedure.
Yeah, call against the Huskies.
That's going to take that 5 yards we just gained back. So
yep. We don't need to start shooting ourselves in the foot again.
Second and a very long 9. Peyton Palmer in motion. Snap to Blake.
And
we
got
a quick
stop.
out to DeMarcus there, and we got another flag. Another procedure call on the Huskies.
Oh, boy.
So quickly we've gone from second and 4.5 or so to second and 14.5.
Yeah, not good. I think it's probably time that cut our losses and make a play that's going to be productive for further down the field there.
We were doing a quick out to DeMarcus. Let's see if we go back to it. We're going to go Peyton Palmer up the middle, and nothing there that time. I think he dropped the ball. Carver might have got that. They did. Fumble by Peyton Palmer and picked up by Carver on the 7 or 8 yard line.
So Carver regains the ball on a turnover there, putting him with excellent field advantage this time.
And that's one thing we avoided last week was the turnovers.
Yeah.
Week before at Vestavia, they plagued us, and we had 2 turnovers turn into touchdowns, one on an interception, one on a fumble recovery.
Well, let's see if the Huskies have the ability to hold off the offense this time.
Ball lined up on the 8 yard line, first and goal for Carver. Another rollout here. Out pattern again, through the hands of the receiver.
And it's a no-go. Pass incomplete.
Hunter Reed and Deontay were on the coverage there.
Yes, excellent pass coverage that time.
I think Hunter was able to get his hands up and distract the receiver because he wasn't quite able to reach it, but went right through the receiver's hands. That'll be second down and 8. Goal to go from the 8. Rolling out to the right, looking for that out pass, and it's there for a touchdown.
And that puts Carver on the board first.
We had Caleb Rigg out there defending, but he could not close that gap quick enough. So far, Carver's offense has been pretty consistent. They run the handoff sweep, and they run the out patterns on the rollout pass.
Yeah, they've been successful with that. Kick is up.
And it's no good.
It's no good.
So that leaves it 6-0 here. We've got 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the first quarter, and a 6-0 lead for the Carver Rams. And when we get back, we'll have the kickoff coming to the Huskies here as we take a break on Husky TV.
Complete Cleaners has been serving the Trussville area with high-quality dry cleaning and laundry services since 1994. Our company offers the very best care for your casual and special garments with fast one-day service and a convenient drive-through. In 2001, Complete Cleaners became Alabama's first Green Earth cleaning licensee. This special patented process cleans your garments without the use of any hazardous chemicals. Complete Cleaners received national recognition for our leadership in dry cleaning that protects the environment, our employees, and you, while making your garments look and smell fresh. Stop by to see and smell the difference at both of our Trussville locations on Highway 11 near Tutwiler Farms and the Carrington subdivisions. Complete Cleaners.
All right, we're back on Husky TV with 7:04 left in the first quarter. Carver Rams are leading 6-0 against the Hewitt Trussville Huskies.
Number 5, Joshua White kicking off for Carver. The ball travels to about the 5-yard line, picked up there by Peyton Palmer. And he is through the middle there, got a blocker. He's going to, he broke out to about the 46-yard line. Great return there by Peyton Palmer.
Yeah, for a split second there, it looked like Peyton was off to the races there.
Yeah, nice 41-yard return for Peyton, who in the opener, well, not the opener, but the Jamboree, broke that long kickoff to get things started for the Huskies against Benson, which led to the score. So the offense back out on the field for their second possession. Kyle Moore in the backfield, Blake Bailey under center. Actually, Blake Bailey in the gun. Quick out here to Peyton Palmer. He's got a nice block on the outside, and he's got room down the sideline. He's all the way down to the 32-yard line of Carver. Nice pickup there.
Yeah, Peyton pointed that head forward and just got those legs moving, didn't he?
He did. Good for about a 26-yard pickup. Quickly to the line. Devin Reed checking in. Peyton Palmer going out for the Huskies. Blake Bailey in the gun. Devin had a good game last week against Woodlawn, and he gets to give up the middle. Nothing there. He is going to make it almost, actually lost a yard on that play.
Yeah. He didn't quite make it to the scrimmage line there.
Huskies trying an up-tempo here. Quickly back to the line. Blake Bailey calling the plays. Hard snap count. Kyle Moore in the backfield. Split out wide to us. We have Devin Reed, Riley Stokes, and Logan McAlpin, and DeMarcus on the other side. Quick pass out to Logan. He caught it, knee was down. Nice passing catch there. Pick up down to the 29-yard line.
It's a very well executed play that time. Yeah, McAlpine is. I've noticed that with him this season so far. He's been spot on almost every time when he's running those routes.
Hard snap count gets the offsides on the Carver Rams. That's going to march off 5 yards, Jason. We're going to have a 3rd and 1 coming up. That's where we'd like to be.
Yeah, and hopefully we don't take 4 or 5 steps back this time around. We don't need that.
Third down 1 from about the 30-yard line. The give is to Devin Reed up the middle, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped for a 3-yard loss. Actually, with the forward progress, he's dropped for about a yard loss, so we're going to have 4th and 2 coming up.
Yeah, I don't understand the shift in like that. We made the progress we did, and now we're.
Peyton Palmer checks back in for the Huskies. Hard snap count, and he did not cross the line of scrimmage. We had a Carver player move, but he did not make it across the line. Play clock's down to 8. Play action pass.
Airborne.
He's got Riley Stokes in the end zone. Touchdown.
Huskies.
Nice play action pass by Blake Bailey to Riley Stokes for the Husky. Touchdown.
Very nice play. That really kind of caught me off guard. Was not expecting that one.
I thought it was Peyton Palmer all the way.
I did too. I thought this was going to be another run drive with Peyton. And it looks like we're setting up to go for the 2-point conversion here.
TJ McGettigan puts the block down on the 11 for the extra point.
I was wrong again.
Husky shifts over. Husky shift over. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick by TJ.
And it's good.
So with 4:58 to go in the first half, the Huskies strike back quickly, 7-6. We'll be back in about 30 seconds on Husky TV.
Imagine your life without power. Imagine compromising the safety and security of your family. Now imagine having a reliable source for virtually uninterrupted power with an automatic Generac Power Systems generator from Energy Systems Southeast. When the power goes out, life can go on. For more information, contact Energy Systems Southeast, the industrial distribution center for Generac generators.
TJ McGettigan sets the ball up at the 40 for the kickoff. Jason, I'd like to see this one go in the end zone.
Or at least on the 1 yard line. And here we go. Let's find out what TJ does.
Last year against Carver, we did have one that was kicked very deep, and we got him in the end zone for a safety.
This is true. I remember that very well. Not
TJ
once, but twice, actually.
With a high kick, taken at the 15 by Carver, and tackled. Whoop.
He finds the seam.
He found the seam
not
there.
for long.
Tell you, Donald Volts was there, and he got down there quickly, but could not wrap up the return man for Carver. So with 4:50 to play, Huskies up 7-6. Carver's going to put the ball in play from the 26-yard line.
Now, this is a second drive for the Rams. We're going to find out whether or not if the Huskies have learned their lesson from the first drive, because it was almost like I said, like they were wearing roller skates this first time around. Carver was pushing them back and back with zero penetration through their offensive line.
So far, a lot of rollout passes on the out routes, and
yeah, Carver's played this very well so far. I mean, their first drive was picking up yardage in chunks and just a good steady stream, very progressive all the way down the field.
I did not see a flag on the field, but
I
apparently there was a flag, and they waved it off.
And the head ref is putting it away. Or maybe he just wanted to wave at the crowd with a yellow flag. I don't know.
They set the play clock in motion here. 4:50 to go. Carver taking over on the 26-yard line after the return. To give, and there's not much room there. He found a little bit of a seam and maybe got a yard, but
I think, yeah, at best he probably pulled off a yard and a half on that particular drive. Huskies were able to block up that hole and keep the confusion there long enough that he didn't have any kind of out road.
The spot gives him 2 yards, so we'll call it 2nd down 8. One thing I've noticed on the Carver offense so far is whenever they have somebody lined up behind the quarterback, they're running the ball. I would look for that rollout pass again right here.
Yeah, we are going airborne with them.
Another out route, and
there.
it's miscommunication there. Looked like number 7 for Carver. Deontay Hatter was going to do an out and up, and quarterback thought he was doing an out. So a little bit of miscommunication leads to a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's hard when you've got that kind of confusion on the field. I mean, it's just that one split-second misinterpretation, and it can blow a play.
So this is where we'd like to see our defense be in a 3rd and 8. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the first 3rd down conversion Carver's attempting. And they're going to do that rollout pass. He's going a little bit deeper this time. Oh, it got behind.
And he got it.
He got behind Deontay there and was able to pick up the first.
Got a completion. I'm guessing almost at the 45 or right at about the 40. Well, no, at the 43 and a half, 44 and a half.
Nice little pitch and catch there for Carver.
Yeah, that was well executed for them.
We had decent coverage on it. He was able to thread the needle. Deontay could not quite reach it.
It's always a good advantage for a quarterback to just do a high pop-up like that.
and he pulled it off extremely well. And we got a flag on the play.
We got a flag. You would think that would be a hold where it was thrown, but we'll see what the referee says. We had good pressure there on the outside, and
Deontay came flying in on that one,
and it is a hold. So that's going to back him up 10 from the spot. So we're looking at probably a second and looking at about a second and 23.
Carver gets moved back.
So we'll call it second and 23 on the 30-yard line. So not only was it a holding call, but it was in the backfield. So from the spot of the foul, it's essentially a 13-yard penalty. Second 23, Carver comes up with the number 16 in the backfield along with the quarterback. That's Montego Morris-Keenan. Quarterback with the 3-strap drop. He's going for a screen there to Montego. And he's got a little bit of room there. He busted through the seam.
He found a hole, and he's gone.
Nice open field tackle there by number 6, Jarrett Nelson, to save a touchdown.
Jarrett got that ankle.
Nicely executed screenplay by Carver. He had a seam, and luckily Jarrett was there when he cut back to bring him down for the Huskies.
Yeah, I think Jarrett just saved us a touchdown that time.
It is enough for Carver first down inside the 40-yard line at the 39 of the Huskies. And I would predict a running play here, Jason. They're lined up with the back behind the quarterback.
Yep, you would
there it
be
is,
correct.
same give to the outside.
And he pulls off for what, 2.5, 3 yards?
Able to get about 2 yards on the play, you're right.
I have to apologize to whoever's watching this particular game. I normally do not commentate on these games, and I'm also having to run camera. So I'm juggling. And so if I make a bad call, please forgive me.
Lined up for another run here. Let's see if they, up the middle for about 3 yards. That's going to put Carver in about a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, fortunately, the Huskies are whenever they are faced with that running up the middle situation with Carver so far, they've been able to pretty much overall keep that
Chris
at bay.
Dixon, Austin Weiser, and Roberts, number 49, check back in for the Huskies up front. Little play action pass is going to lock it up there. Good play by number 2, Deontay.
Good.
Nice play to break that up.
Incomplete
So
pass.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 5. The ball's on the 36. I wouldn't be surprised to see Carver go for it here.
Well, you have to question is, do they have anything to lose with the field position on that, the turnover on downs?
Well, if they get a good punt, you're right. It's only a 16-yard net gain. So
Exactly. I mean, it would have to be a little bit of a pooch kick, but I don't think they're going to go with that.
they're going to go for an out pattern. He's got him, but I think he's going to give it to him.
He was in.
I thought he was out of bounds for a minute there.
No, he
got it down.
He landed both feet right in there. I got the zoom capability on this camera, so I was able to see him land his feet right there inside the line there.
So far, a lot of success on these out patterns for Carver.
They've done really well with it.
We're going to have to tighten up on the outside on the coverage. Huskies bring in the house to give up the middle, and he got around the pressure. Nice inside
and
there. He's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Carver. We brought the house on that one, and he was able to get around that pressure.
Carver Rams answer back.
Looks like Carver's going to go for 2 after a failed first attempt. Nope, they're lining up for the 1-point conversion. Number 52, Joshua Mostella, is the kicker. They're going to fake it. Another out pattern for the 2-point conversion. So far, the story of the game, the Carver out pattern cannot be stopped. The Huskies did answer, but then the Carver Rams answer right back. So pretty high-scoring game so far with only 1:08 to go. 14-7 Carver. We'll be back on Husky TV in just a moment.
All right, we're back on Husky TV. Carver Rams are ahead right now, 14-7, still in the first quarter with 1:08 to go.
Deep for the Huskies, Peyton Palmer and Deontay Wilson. We got a little watermelon kick there off the ground. It's going to go out of bounds. Huskies will take that. Jason, I don't think he had a tee. I don't even think he had that the ball on a tee on that kickoff. It looked like what I call the watermelon, where they just
I
laid
did
on the
not
ground.
even notice that. I did not even notice that. Either way, it was kind of unique how it spun there for a second right on the line and then went out of bounds. But going to see what the Huskies do with it this time on this particular drive and see if they can answer back before the end of the first quarter here.
So with the penalty on the ball being kicked out of bounds, Huskies will take over on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Pretty much the same lineup in there right now. We got Blake Bailey in at quarterback, Peyton Palmer and Moore in the backfield. Quick out to Peyton. He's got some room out there. Same play that worked earlier for the Huskies.
And some good
Gets
blocking.
him about 11, 12 yards again.
He had some good blocking on that play. As you saw, the line was able to keep that hole open for him after he caught that pass and did extremely well. Looks
Back
like we're going
quickly
for
to
another
the line. The
fast pace.
Huskies are trying to get a play in here real quick with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Single coverage out wide on DeMarcus. Let's see if we try to take advantage of that. Got his own read there. Blake Bailey keeps it and goes up the middle for, looks like about 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the first time that Blake has called his own numbers this particular game?
Yes, it is. That's the first time I remember Blake running the ball this game. Well, we had that quarterback sneak, very first play, just to get it, just to get breathing room.
You get absent-minded running this camera. And we got to stop on the play here.
The Huskies are trying to keep the tempo up, and Carver was not ready, and they burned their second timeout in the first quarter. So 12 seconds to go. We've got a timeout on the field with the Carver Rams leading 14-7. We'll be right back on Husky TV.
Amerex is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trussville Huskies.
All right, welcome back to Husky TV. Got 1:21 left in the first quarter. Carver just burned their second timeout.
So with 2nd and 5 to go, we're lined up right inside Carver territory on the 48-yard line. The give up the middle is to Peyton Palmer. He's got running room. Nice move by Peyton.
Races.
And he might go. He's down to the 20, inside the 20, down to about the 15 and a half. They're going to call it the 17-yard line.
What a nice run.
They're going to call it the 16-yard line. Nice pickup by Peyton Palmer.
So this game is actually looking to be more like a track meet right now.
1.7 to go. They're going to reset the clock, and we're going to come to the end of the first quarter. Carver Rams are winning 14-7. Promising run there right at the end of the first quarter by Peyton Palmer. Huskies knocking at the door. We'll be right back on Husky TV.
At Bryant Bank, we focus on you. You'll never have to worry about being just another number in the system. When you're a member of the Bryant Bank family, our Bryant Bankers will work to understand who you are, where you want to go, and how we can help you to get there. We're big believers in developing relationships with our customers, and we value friendships we make along the way. Bryant Bank provides unbeatable service and legendary results. Bryant Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.